All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and this is my Milwaukee Brewers at Arizona Diamondbacks post-game recap. So the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks by a score of 10-4. But before I get into that post-game recap, I want to tell you who the Arizona Diamondbacks have released and are reassigning to minor league camp. So these guys are going to AAA. Christian Montez Dioka, Austin Pope, Yu Min Lin, Connor Pilkington. I really thought was going to make our bullpen, but it just wasn't his spring. JJ Durazio, Ronaldo Hernandez, Caleb Roberts, Ivan Melendez, and AJ Vukovic. I was really pulling for them too. Melendez and Vukovic. So these guys are going to minor league camp where they will probably make the AAA Reno squad. So Bryce Jarvis gets the loss for the Arizona Diamondbacks. DL Hall gets the win for Milwaukee. And Bryce Jarvis is 0-1. So now we play the Chicago White Sox tomorrow or today because it's after midnight. But it was a tough day for the Arizona Diamondbacks, a tough day for the Buffalo Sabres. And let's get into this. So we already beat the White Sox once, but the Arizona Diamondbacks fall to 5-5. The Milwaukee Brewers improved to 3-6. The Milwaukee Brewers had 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. The Arizona Diamondbacks had 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. And Corbin Carroll had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts, and has a 2.14 average and a .553 OPS. And then Kevin Newman, he had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Has a .125 average and a .364 OPS. So not a good spring for him. And Geraldo Perdomo had 3 at-bats. He had 1 run, 1 hit, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .067 average and a .200 OPS. That's not good either. Geraldo Perdomo has to get it going. But they already named him the starting shortstop, so he already knows he's going to be here. And then Shapiro, who is fighting for that backup first baseman spot, unfortunately, I think he's going to be one of the next rounds of cuts. Andreas Shapiro, he had 1 at-bat. He had 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .333 average and a 1,000 OPS. Gabriel Moreno, who already knows he's going to be on the team. He's going to be our starting catcher. And he had 3 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .300 average and a 1.117 OPS. And then Wilder Patino had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Has a .000 average and a .400 OPS. So Wilder Patino, I think he's going to get sent down to AAA. He's battling for that backup center fielder spot. But unfortunately, I don't think he is going to be on the active roster. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, 1 hit, 1 RBI, no walks, 1 strikeout. Has a .357 average and a .976 OPS. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. he's going to start for us out in left field. JJ Durazio, who I just mentioned in that list of cuts, was battling for the backup catcher position. Not going to get it. He had no at-bats, he had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, one walk, no strikeouts. Has a .200 average and a .533 OPS. Pavin Smith, who's battling for the backup first baseman spot behind Christian Walker, had 2 at-bats, he had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, one walk, one strikeout, has a .231 average and a .498 OPS. And battling for the backup left fielder spot behind Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is Brett Johnson. He had 1 at bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .375 average and a 1.125 OPS. So he's actually quietly having a good spring. Whether he'll be on the active roster or not, that's still yet to be seen. But I do like him, and I am pulling for him and hope that he comes around and makes this roster. And then we got Emmanuel Rivera, who's battling for that backup third baseman spot behind Eugenio Suarez. He had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, one strikeout. Has a .133 average and a .333 OPS. That's not very good. And the other one who's battling for that backup third baseman spot behind Eugenio Suarez is Giancarlo Cintron. He had 1 at bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, one strikeout. Has a .143 average and a .286 OPS. And then Jake McCarthy, who's battling for that right field position with Christian Robinson. He had 2 at-bats. He had no runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Has a .235 average and a .631 OPS. And then battling for the backup second base position behind Ketel Marte is Jansel Lewis. He had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, 1 hit, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a 1,000 average and a 3,000 OPS. That's actually pretty good. The DH, Kyle Garlick, had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Has a .375 average and a 1.625 OPS. So he's quietly making some noise in spring training. So hopefully Kyle Garlick will make the 40-man. He's probably not going to make the active roster, but hopefully he'll be on the 40-man. And then Tristan English had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .143 average and a .276 OPS. Blaze Alexander, who is also trying to make his case for the backup second baseman position behind Ketel Marte. He had 3 at-bats. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has a .389 average and a 1.056 OPS. And then Christian Robinson, who's battling for right field with Jake McCarthy. He had 1 at-bat. He had no runs, no hits, no RBIs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Has a .222 average and a .856 OPS. And then Eduardo Rodriguez didn't look good again. I don't know what's going on here. He went 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run, and has a 15.75 ERA. So hopefully Eduardo Rodriguez can turn this around before the regular season. I'm not sure. I thought he was going to have a better outing than his last one, but Connor Grames came in and went 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 0.00 ERA. And then Bryce Jarvis came in. He got credited with the loss. He went 2/3 of an inning. Um, he allowed four hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, and has a 36.00 ERA. So I was hoping he would be in our bullpen, but I don't know. I mean, he's got to get this fixed before the regular season. All these pitchers do. And then, because our bullpen ain't looking good. Jose Castillo came in, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 2.45 ERA. So Jose Castillo, I think he could make a push for that bullpen. And then Josh Green went 1 1/3, allowed 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, no home runs, and has a 0.00 ERA. It's going to be fun and interesting to see where Josh Green ends up. I think he could be in our bullpen, but I want to see more of Josh Green. And then we got Dakota Chalmers, who went 1 inning, allowed no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 3.38 ERA. I would be okay with Dakota Chalmers coming out of our bullpen. I really like him. He can take Connor Pilkington's spot in the bullpen because I'm really liking this Dakota Chalmers guy. So, and then Chris Rodriguez came in and went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no home runs, and has a 8.10 ERA. And unfortunately, I don't think Chris Rodriguez is going to make the active roster or the 40-man. Unfortunately, I think Chris Rodriguez is going to be down in AAA, at least to start the season, barring any injuries. Knock on wood that don't happen. But so after one, it was 3-2 Milwaukee. No runs in the second. Arizona scored 1 in the third, tied it at 3. No runs in the fourth. Milwaukee scored 3 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth to make it a 9-4 or 9-3 ball game. Arizona scored 1 in the eighth to make it 9-4, and then Milwaukee scored 1 in the ninth to make it 10-4. And DL Hall gets the win. He's 1-0 for Milwaukee, and Bryce Jarvis takes the loss. He's 0-1. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 5-5. The Milwaukee Brewers are 3-6. And our next 3 games, we are at Chicago White Sox later today, and then we are home against the San Diego Padres, and then we get a day off on Wednesday. So I will be doing videos for the White Sox and the Padres, and then I'm going to take my little break from spring training baseball videos. Not a long one. I'm going to be doing videos throughout the regular season, but we are at the Chicago White Sox, who we beat 5-0 this year. It'll be Brandon Pfaadt on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and as of right now, it looks like it's going to be Michael Soroka for the Chicago White Sox. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Brandon Pfaadt so far. He's got an 18.00 ERA, but he did settle down in his last start. He took a no contest, but and I liked what he did in the playoffs. He's going to be in our starting rotation. He might even jump over Eduardo Rodriguez and become the third if Eduardo Rodriguez can't get this fixed. I think he will, and I'm hoping he will, because I really like Eduardo Rodriguez. I think it might just take a little bit of spring training to get him back to the pitcher we need him to be. It's a new team, new catchers. And this is what spring training is all about, is to work out the kinks. So Brandon Pfaadt versus Michael Soroka in the pitching matchup in the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Chicago White Sox. The Arizona Diamondbacks come in at 5-5, and the Chicago White Sox come in at 3-8. So this is game 11 for the Arizona Diamondbacks and game 12 for the Chicago White Sox. So guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. Guys, stay tuned for my Winnipeg Jets at Buffalo Sabres post-game recap. That is coming. I just haven't had time to do that video yet, but it is coming probably sometime during the day today. So, like I said, comment, like, subscribe, and also stay tuned for my Arizona Diamondbacks at Chicago White Sox preview. And as soon as I have the lineup card for you, I will get the video up for you. So, go Diamondbacks. Let's beat the White Sox once again. And let's get over 500 again with Brandon Pfaadt on the mound. Let's score early and often on Michael Soroka, and let's chase him from this ball game early. Go Diamondbacks. Beat the White Sox.